Hey everybody, it's Crappie Dan. We're going to talk pulling out of the back end of the boat. And what we've done on this new boat to rig it is a little bit different than I've done in the past. First of all, we've got Driftmaster racks that are in the back here. And you can see this is the new rack that David and I and others put together this last year to 2 years. It's a lot more abbreviated than other great big racks, but it does everything from pulling baits with boards or without boards. You can pull just crankbaits or jigs or whatever you're trying to do for crappie, and by the way, other species too, but especially for these big slab crappies I like to catch. You can pull these out of here with offshore boards, and you can see the patented type of Driftmaster double-staged rod holder in the back where you can use your rods up higher or you can put them lower out the side. So these designs are so easy to put in place. You have two posts that Scap has installed here for me. It's a reinforced deck, so these things are not going to move anywhere, so that you get a total flexibility in what you're putting together. But there's a real special item that we've put on this boat this year where I need electronics to be able to see where my fish are, where I'm taking the trolling motor to. I was constantly having to turn around to my console and look at the electronics there for me to do that when I'm pulling out of the back end of the boat. Right. I said, we need electronics. I had a problem. Right. And I went to Scap and I said, we need electronics in the back.
I'm making that thing happen, right?
And Scap made it happen. Scap, tell me what you did here.
Well, it's not unusual to have a depth finder on the back of the boat, but I haven't done one for a long time, but I've seen it. So when you mentioned about, hey, we need a depth finder, and yeah, that's a great idea, because looking at the console is a little bit too far from you, so you want something a little bit closer. So that was not a problem, because you had this nice rack in here. It says, hey, we're going to mount on the rack, and you were thinking about to mount it on a deck. I really didn't want to drill at a deck. That is enough drilling for me to do it at a rack. So we mounted here. We made a little board, as you can see, and fix everything to the same type of fixture you have here. And everything is all solid. It'll stay there for as long as you want to. And then we figured out how to get the wires to it. And there's a unique place here on this particular boat where you can run all your wires, and without drilling the deck anyway. It's just on the back here, and it's got a nice little grommet in here where all your wires comes out, and everything. So it's very serviceable where you can get inside of this storage. There was actually a little opening in here. You might want to look into it. There's a little opening in here. You see it? There's a plate here. Comes out. So it was there already. That was easy to drill a hole on the other side and funnel all of the wires in.
Scap, I'll tell you the one thing that really got me excited about what he did here is he ran PVC from here and drilled a hole so that we could run power through this PVC to the back to the batteries.
Right. And we can look. We can show that. You can actually see it from here. Let me see if I can get this one open up. There you go. There you go. Maybe you can see some of it, but there is I drilled a hole through here and ran a piece of PVC pipe and drill a hole in there. So now the wire for the transducer is running inside, and so it's all easy to pull it out or put it back or to do any service to it.
And I can still use my box the way I need to use the box.
Right.
It's perfect for rigging and using this transducer from the back end of the boat. Great operation for pulling out of the back end of the boat or jigging for bass off the back end of the boat. Check it out. Call Scap. This is the way to rig it.